A tropical storm or tropical depression moved across Alabama here in the month of August, but we don't get many days like this around here, at least in the month of August, going into fall, not too far away, at least meteorological fall. We're going to talk about what's on radar coming up. I want to show you our first alert weather headlines, and for the rest of tonight, we still have that chance of a couple of isolated showers this evening in a very unsettled weather setup. For tomorrow, heavier rain possible in areas to the south, even though we could see a stray shower or storm further north. I'm thinking south of Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and Anniston. That's where we're going to see the greater coverage of rain in those scattered storms. Well, ramping up in coverage again Friday. We have a first alert for the next best chance of rain. All right, first alert, AccuTrack radar at the moment. Just some clouds, some breaks in some areas to the north. It didn't take long. I know at one point today a little bit of sunshine broke through the clouds in Birmingham, and that temperature jumped up several degrees in a hurry. However, right now we still have lots of 70s out there. Those clouds have moved back in, and if you look at the regional setup across the southeast, it's just a steady flow of clouds, and we've had these waves of rain, but right now we're kind of in a lull again. As we talked about yesterday, the forecast is right on track. We started out, we had some heavy rain. Our weather watcher in Fayette, Mike Franks, reporting over an inch of rainfall earlier today, and now that's tapered off to just a few showers, tiny showers moving northwest to southeast. But don't be surprised if you do encounter a little bit of this wet weather. This is the next 60 minutes, and again, around here locally, other than the clouds and the 70-degree temperatures, not a lot of rain, just a small chance for wet weather, but that rain chance is going to start to ramp up again for tomorrow in those areas again to the south. Once we get into the daytime hours, notice we have the greatest chance for scattered storms around Clanton, and some of the data suggests in the morning when we wake up, check in with us on good day, we may be tracking some rain south of Tuscaloosa. Could be some showers in there, but a much lower chance to the north here around Hamilton and Coleman. We'll probably have a little bit more sunshine if you want to get out around Smith Lake there tomorrow afternoon. It looks like it's going to be a little bit hotter, but at the bus stop in the morning, areas south of Tuscaloosa, greater chance. Could be a little bit of wet weather. This is Friday. Notice rain chances even higher. Looks like the flow changes a bit, more of a kind of a west to southwest flow. We're going to bring more of those clouds and scattered storms in here on Friday, but it looks like a good chance, and we have a first alert there. Again, some of those storms, especially if we heat up on Friday, could be strong with some intense lightning and some gusty winds. But we'll explore the weekend forecast. We have some activity in the tropics, some indications the tropics are going to become quite active here in the weeks ahead. We'll give you an update on what's happening there as we go beyond the 7-day, as we continue here on First Alert Weather Extra. And also coming up, we'll take a look at the beach and mountain forecast and the events forecast. We have a concert coming up tomorrow night. We'll show you what we're thinking weather-wise. First Alert Weather Extra continues after this.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
And being another set of eyes looking out for your kids and your family.
Getting to the bottom of health and billing issues that may be hidden in the fine print.
How events nationwide are affecting you here at home.
WBRC Fox 6 is always here on your side, ready to help. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
These are your mornings, and Good Day Alabama is built to start them right. The only station staying local on all platforms all morning long. In your community, giving you a deeper perspective with the largest team dedicated to you. Showing new stories from overnight, helping you get through your day. With First Alert Weather and traffic, getting to the point, not wasting your time, these are your mornings. Prepare for a good day. Prepare with Good Day Alabama.
When moments turn severe, how do you find clarity?
This is your first alert from the WBRC Fox 6 weather team. We're with you as we prepare for this threat.
In a season of constant change, when you need to know first, when you need to prepare, only one team gives you the first alert wherever you are. A trusted team staying ahead of what's next in your neighborhood. Stay alert. Stay with the First Alert Weather Team. Live, new, and on your side, beginning at 9 p.m. In a day filled with clutter and noise, WBRC Fox 6 News breaks down what you need to know before anyone else. With new updates, live and on the scene, answers for your money and your livelihood, with 6 on Your Side investigates. And your first alert for the hours and days ahead with the WBRC First Alert Weather Team. On your favorite platforms every night. WBRC Fox 6 News at 9 and 10. on your side.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. I'm a WBRC First Alert meteorologist Jill Gilardi here. We're going to be talking about lots right now, but first we're going to start off with flooding. It's been happening across parts of the southwest. We have that monsoon flow, and again, we're seeing the monsoon once again bringing heavy rainfall. This is to Flagstaff. I mean, several counties right now are under a flash flood warning across the state. Roads are being closed. We're seeing this monsoon activity expected to increase through the rest of this week. Now, the mayor there is, being honest, saying, they need to help protect families and homes from all the severe flooding happening. They know that, they have to provide a lot more infrastructure, concrete trenches to help stop all the dirt and sediment. And so it is just a mess out there. People are frustrated. People are legitimately frightened, as the rain passes even on top of some of the rooftops. So it gets worse in some areas over others. So they're really working hard out there, the city, to help, basically they had a burn scar. So you had the fires and then you have the monsoon. So you have just crazy flooding going on out there. So I guess 31 homes have been damaged so far this year in the Flagstaff area. 84 were damaged last year during the monsoon. So again, this is common in the area, but this is one of the worst they have seen in a while. Again, it's like a double whammy, going from wildfires to again the flooding, which you can see we have multiple areas under flash flood warnings across Arizona, New Mexico, so the rains will continue. So we'll have our thoughts and prayers out for those folks. Now, locally, we're going to be talking a lot about sunrise, sunset times. Those will be changing. Of course, we have a lot of events coming up. Meteorologist Matt Daniel has more on that.
All right, happy Wednesday, everyone. I don't know if you saw some of our video or photos of the sunrise this morning. We had a lot of clouds in some spots. We got a little bit, and this was submitted through our First Alert weather app. Gail Horsley showing this video of a little bit of a rainbow this morning. Mentioned in the app, I hadn't seen anything like that. And when you see all those really beautiful colors, those pinks and purples, and yeah, beautiful view from there. So, of course, didn't last for long. We had a lot of clouds move in, and that brought way to some rain. So it's been kind of a soggy day, especially for some parts of the state, especially in West Alabama. Here's a look at the sunset times. It continues to get a little earlier now, 7:31 this evening, and notice on September 1st it's going to be at 7:12, and then we'll continue to lose that daylight as we get closer to fall and winter, 6:31. So get ready for that. What about your sunrise times? You probably noticed, and that's also is changing a little bit. Tomorrow, sunrise at 6:11. It'll be about 10 minutes later on September 1st, and 6:41 will be the sunrise on October 1st. So, yep, the days are getting a little smaller with that daylight, and of course that means we're getting closer to fall. Let's do some countdowns. I know we have some college football games as soon as the following weekend, but of course the official weekend kickoff where you have Alabama, Auburn playing, we're looking at 16 days from now, so I am so ready for it. Cannot wait. Labor Day, 18 days, 36 days until fall officially begins, and of course this week temperatures have been trending below average, so that's another little sneak peek to fall. So what should you wear as we go out tomorrow? Plan for some warm, muggy conditions. Temperatures not too bad. We could be in the 60s in some spots, but maybe a small rain chance. Probably not a bad idea to grab the umbrella just in case, but I think a lot of spots could end up dry. And of course, the bus stop forecast tomorrow, warming up near 80 degrees around lunchtime. Perhaps a little bit warmer. We could see some peaks of sunshine heating us up into the mid-80s, and there could be some pop-up showers or storms, but not a washout by any means. What about some events happening across the area? We got the Luke Bryan concert. This is going to be tomorrow evening at Oak Mountain Amphitheater starting around 7 o'clock. And notice we could see temperatures near 80 degrees, cooling down to the 70s. There will be a chance for a few showers possible, but not a guarantee. So we're not looking at a washout, but remember just to continue to monitor the WBRC First Alert weather app. And maybe you're not going to that. Maybe you're going to the Barons game tomorrow against Tennessee. And we're looking at upper 70s once again into the lower 70s. Just a reminder, it's always a good idea to remember that when thunder roars, you want to go indoors. There's lightning nearby, and it can be pretty dangerous. So make sure you download the WBRC First Alert weather app, not only for important weather information, but we'd also love to see your photos. That video you just saw, they submitted it through the app. So just scroll down, send it, provide us your name, the location, and when you took it, and we would love to air that on TV and right here on First Alert Weather Extra.
Thank you, Matt. Well, we're going to be shifting towards the coast now, and you can see this is a live look at the radar. We have showers and thunderstorms skirting South Alabama, the panhandle of Florida right now. The immediate coastline is looking good, but of course that could change. For more on the beach forecast, we go to Mickey Ferguson.
Well, let's find out what's going on at the beaches. First of all, let's start it out with a picture from Leslie Dult. This is this morning at Orange Beach. Isn't that beautiful? Man, and the light reflecting off the water there. I always love that little feature. So just a beautiful start to the day there in Gulf Shores, but we've got kind of a soupy air mass down there. Hey, our Gulf water temperatures, they average about 84, 85 degrees at their warmest, and that's going into August, and already we're at 86 degrees down there, so we're riding close to normal. There is a moderate rip current threat, so the yellow flags are out there at Orange Beach and Gulf Shores, for example, and I'm sure down the road there at Destin and Panama City and Fort Walton as well. It's the same basic beach all the way around there, so be careful with that. Now, as far as your Gulf Shores or Gulf Coast forecast, we have some scattered shower development from Panama City stretching back through the Gulf Coast there at Mobile and Baldwin County. And you can see some of these rain storms and thunderstorms just in and out of there, just kind of on again and off again for the next couple of days. And we'll probably get close to 1.5 inches of rainfall in some of these locations. Pensacola could get 1.6 inches of rain, but about 1 inch there into Mobile and Baldwin counties and kind of scattered beyond that. So your Gulf Coast beach forecast, we're looking at a pretty soupy scenario with a good 70 to 90% chance of rain for tomorrow into Friday. And we hold in there to a 70% chance for the weekend going in there, and scattered showers going into next week. So maybe not the best of times to head to the beach or the mountains for that matter. You can see scattered showers there as well. So if you're going to either place and you're able to get one of those sunrise pics or a picture like that, you can send it in to us through our First Alert weather app's free download. Scroll down to the bottom and you can see where to send in pictures, but you can also check out the forecast. It'll let you know if there's storms nearby and if you need to take cover. So that's a look at the beach and the mountains. Have a good time.
All right, well, if that's in your plans, you know what to prepare for now, but we're going to be looking at the Super 7-day forecast coming up after this break, and of course beyond the 7-day, and I'm seeing the tropics heating up. Much more on that again after this break.
West Shore Home is America's leader in shower and bath remodeling, and today I'm joined by Kirsten from West Shore to talk remodeling and why you should consider starting your project now.
So Joe, we know how stressful it is to get a new bath or shower installed. So at West Shore Home, we make it fast, easy, and now even more affordable to get your shower or bath project.
Well, we know how you're making the projects fast and easy with the one-day installation, but how are you making things more affordable when the price of everything else seems to be going up these days?
So we know that we've had a rough few months with gas prices higher than normal and monthly budgets getting tighter. That's why we want to help everyone out. Right now, for anyone who calls in, we'll do free installation on all shower and bath projects. And on top of that, you can save your money and put it towards other bills because we're doing 18 months of no payment and no interest financing. That means you don't have to make your first payment until 18 months after your installation is complete.
So with that financing plan, people can stay flexible with their money while getting the shower bath they need now. That's super helpful.
It really is. We know that this is a busy time of the year for people, so you really should leave the stress of remodeling a bath or a shower to the experts. With our 18 months, no payments, no interest financing plan, that combined with our one-day installations, West Shore Home really is the best solution for your bath or shower remodeling.
Now, Kirsten, for somebody interested in starting their project now, what would be their first step?
So give us a call and we'll schedule an appointment at a time that's convenient for you. You'll see hundreds of customizable options that will bring new life to your bathroom. At the end of that appointment, we'll give you an exact price that's down to the penny, good for an entire year.
Wow, so even if you're not ready to get that shower project started now, you can lock in that price and not have to worry about any price increases for a full year.
Absolutely.
Wow, Kirsten, thanks so much. Folks, call West Shore Home now and take advantage of their Labor Day sale. It's free installation on all shower and bath projects, plus 18 months of no payments and no interest financing. Call West Shore Home now.
All right, welcome back into First Alert Weather Extra. We're watching the satellite and radar imagery. We've had quite a few clouds out there helping to hold those temperatures down. It almost felt like a day when a tropical system was moving across Alabama. Temperatures in the 70s. A couple of small showers you can see around Clay, Tallapoosa County. Nothing major here. Maybe just a sprinkle. Let's get in closer here around Walker and into Jefferson County. You see a little tiny shower right there around Flat Top Road, tracking in towards the west to east motion. That's what we've been seeing today, kind of moving in that east direction rather quickly. But that's going to be the story for tonight. Some of these clouds still with us. Temperatures won't change much. Enjoying the 70s. We'll drop off close to 69 degrees for an overnight low. Let's get on into Thursday and talk about what's on the way for tomorrow. And it looks like in the morning we could start the day. A little bit of wet weather in some of these areas to the south. This is some of the brand new data that we have, and this is some of the forecast radar information. It shows in the morning 5:30, 6, 7 o'clock. Check in with us because at the bus stop could be a little bit of wet weather in a few spots. That's showing even maybe around Shelby County, maybe a couple of showers. But as the day goes on through lunchtime and into the afternoon, the type of weather that we experienced today, kind of rainy with clouds, well, that's going to be the story to the south. There could be a couple of storms, but I think for a lot of areas it's mostly just showers because the atmosphere is still not quite as hot and unstable tomorrow. To the north now, the temperatures will rise into the 80s. That's why we win the average high close to 86 degrees for tomorrow. Some of these areas to the north, even Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and Anniston, I think we'll break into a little bit of sunshine there as far as the temperatures go. We get into the weekend, we're going to be watching what's happening in the tropics. I want to show you there is a system that's out in the Caribbean. That's going to be moving in towards the western Gulf of Mexico. Right now I see it entering the Gulf by Friday. No direct weekend impacts with respect to the Florida, Alabama Gulf Coast. Now Texas coast, perhaps into Louisiana, there could be some rain going into Saturday. It's moving northwest, or expected to move northwest this weekend, but the tropics are heating up, and some of the long-range data shows even the possibility on down the road of another system. We're going to check in with Jill in a moment that could wind up in the Gulf of Mexico. But what this tells us is we're really going to have to watch this region over the coming weeks here as we get closer to the peak of hurricane season. But notice the chance for development, it has jumped up to 30%. Now, talking about this, no direct impacts along the Alabama-Florida Gulf Coast. There will be scattered storms along the Gulf Coast, as we note in that beach forecast. So do plan for that possibility of wet weather. Make sure you have the First Alert Weather app for the weekend as well. All right, let's talk about Saturday and Sunday here locally. We have a 40% chance of showers on Saturday. Looking at some of the long-range data on the weekend here, Saturday is one of those days. I still see the possibility of a couple of showers before lunchtime, so I don't think the day is going to be a total washout. In the morning, though, if you have some early morning plans, birthday party, outside event, just keep in mind that there could be a couple of showers around, maybe a storm. I can't rule that out in any particular location for the morning hours, but there's the time. There's 10 a.m., and you can see as the day goes on, the coverage or chance of any given location dealing with a little bit of rainfall, that's going to go up. It won't be a rain that sets in all afternoon. It's going to be scattered storms, but we still have that 40% there for Saturday, and that's what we're going to be tracking this weekend. And look at this. The pattern stays rather unsettled. We go Sunday and into Monday. We still have stormy weather. This is why we have that first alert for stormy conditions there on Monday. The next big thing, well, it's still this stalled out boundary that we have across the region, and that's going to keep those showers and storms going. And we probably see another increase in the coverage of rain. It's going to kind of come in waves over the next few days, maybe Sunday night and into Monday. There's a chance, but this stays rather stalled out. And if we have that tropical wave that moves in across the Gulf, it may phase up with this, and we deal with some of that tropical moisture as well, perhaps into the start of next week. So that's another thing we need to watch out for here in the long range. But those rain chances stay with us into early next week. And talking about the tropics, you know, we are getting closer to that peak of hurricane season. I want to bring in meteorologist Jill Gilardi. And Jill, you're watching some of the, I guess the big picture, looking out over the Atlantic Basin, some indications we may see some more activity there as well over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely the time to watch. As we know, it's only a matter of time that we'll see something else develop. I just hardly doubt that we're just going to end up quiet this entire season, and there are indications with the data that we could start to heat up. We will so call it, but there has been a new development. We'll see if again this trends day after day, but we're seeing on the 25th an area of low pressure. Perhaps we have some tropical development in the Gulf. I mean, the model's hinting at it around the 28th, and if this were to materialize, of course, we could be dealing with that. It's so far out that, you know, we're just looking at this and just seeing if we see some consistency with the data. So we know that it's probably going to start getting active because we've seen maybe one storm develop, perhaps another one around the 30th. The data is indicating another one around the, the 1st and 2nd of September. So what I gather out of this is that I think we're going to start to see some formation in the tropics, but going beyond that, we can't at this point in time. So I know you're like, oh my gosh, we have a storm in the Gulf. Like, that may never even pan out. It may be gone by tomorrow in terms of the model data. We're looking again beyond the 7-day. We're looking to see if there's any trend developing, and I definitely see a trend towards something forming towards the end of this month and going into September. So we'll continue to keep you updated on that. Now, in terms of locally where we're going to be trending, and in terms of rainfall, maybe a little bit above average. We have that possibility as we go between the 8 and 14 day stretch. And in terms of temperatures, we might trend just a little bit below average 8 to 14 days out. So that is a look beyond the 7-day. Wes?
All right, Jill, liking those temperatures today. It felt incredible out there. Hopefully the power bill, we finally catch a little break, right? And had to use less AC this week. It's nice to see those below average temperatures. We'll be back. We're going to check in on radar again as we continue on First Alert Weather Extra.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
These are your mornings, and Good Day Alabama is built to start them right. The only station staying local on all platforms all morning long. Prepare for a good day. Prepare with Good Day Alabama.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
How events nationwide are affecting you here at home.
WBRC Fox 6 is always here on your side, ready to help. This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
In a season of constant change, when you need to know first, when you need to prepare, only one team gives you the first alert. A trusted team staying ahead of what's next in your neighborhood. Stay alert. Stay with the First Alert Weather Team.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
Being another set of eyes looking out for your kids and your family.
This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
Live, new, and on your side, beginning at 9 p.m., WBRC Fox 6 News breaks down what you need to know before anyone else on your favorite platforms every night. WBRC Fox 6 News at 9 and 10, on your side.
When 6 on Your Side investigates, the issues that directly impact you matter most to us.
That's why we're getting answers on rising prices and how you can save some money.
This is why 6 on Your Side investigates.
How will the weather impact your roads? The First Alert Weather app has live traffic updates and road conditions for a safer commute. This is why we First Alert.
WBRC Fox 6 News, on your side.
All right, welcome back into First Alert Weather Extra. Check out this photo from meteorologist Lauren Linehan, enjoying some vacation time this week along the Florida Panhandle at St. George Island, and was viewing a strong, actually it's a severe storm that was there along the Florida Panhandle. You can see that towering cumulus cloud, large anvil associated with that storm there, but that is likely producing some significant rainfall and some gusty winds there. but what a view there from far away. It looks like Lauren's at a safe distance there, but we always say, you hear those rumbles, you need to be heading indoors. All right, let's get over to our First Alert 7-day forecast, and we're going to bring that up for you here. And notice on Friday we have a First Alert for storms. That's because Friday's the next best chance for scattered lightning producers, thunderstorms around the area. And going into Sideline Friday night, just have a plan because there could be some lightning delays out there during the evening hours. Hopefully on Friday, we get those storms in here, cools things off, and that stabilizes the atmosphere, and we don't see quite as much after sunset time. Monday of next week, also another increase in storms. There's going to be another, we've got this front. It's what we call quasi-stationary. It's over the state here. We've seen off and on waves of rain showers and thunderstorms. It's going to start moving north again this weekend, and then it starts moving south again early next week. So that's when we'll see those rain chances go up. It'll be a little bit more unstable as well. Plus, we're watching that tropical wave out over the western Gulf. That'll be in the Gulf region over the weekend, and some of that tropical moisture could also impact our forecast down the road. And we'll talk about that tonight in First Alert Weather. Meteorologist Jill Gilardi will be with you on air tonight at 9, 9:30, and 10 with updates. I'll have a lot of updates on the digital side. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow for First Alert Weather Extra, always streaming right here at 6:30. Check in with us tomorrow night.